Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Channel Weird Television. I'm your host, Ty Cobb, and I hope you're hanging in there, We are halfway through the work week, and it's rough out there for some folks, Some people are working on construction sites, and they're sweating their balls off, and they're having to shit in porta potties, They're practically saunas during this time of year, and nobody wants to take a shit in a hole with other people's piss and shit, with flies and smells, and then eat gas station food for lunch, and that's a lot of people's reality out there. And yes, you might have it hard at your cubicle, You went into work this morning and you spilled coffee on your dick, and it looked like you pissed yourself. And the girl that you like that sits across from you is, she's laughing at you. And you feel like you've wasted your chance. You've built up the courage all week to ask her out, to maybe go get like a dinner somewhere and take her to a movie. You were going to go take her to see the new Spider-Man movie this weekend. And, you're like, okay, well, she's laughing at me because it looked like I pissed myself, and it's weird to explain it, but at least I can still ask her out, right? And you go on Fandango, and you see that it's sold out everywhere. You can't get tickets to Spider-Man. And you're fucked. What are you gonna do, What's a motherfucker gonna do, It's hard out there for some folks. It's, we all have our shit, guys. We gotta hang in there. You and me, together. We're gonna do this, we're gonna make it, we're gonna break through to the other side, alright? I believe in us. Some folks, all they have is the weekend, You gotta find something else, though. You gotta break the mold, Break free from this never-ending cycle of madness. The weekend can't be all that you look forward to, right? Get a hobby, right? Do something. Become a degenerate. Break the cycle a little bit, Do something that you would never do in a million years, just to say you did it. Maybe you pick up that hitchhiker, and yes, you might get stabbed, but at least you made a new friend. Not if you get stabbed, but you have the potential to make a new friend. And what better friend to have than someone that's living nomadically, right? He's seen the world, he's been there, he's done that. He's probably got great stories. Take him to the bar, get him drunk, Ask him what his life is like, because I'm sure it was a lot harder than yours at some point. And now he's living carefree. He's backpacking through the U.S. And what's that guy's life like? I'm sure it's got its ups and downs. I'm sure the hardest thing about his life is trying to figure out where to sleep that night, or what to eat that day. But knowing that guy, he's probably coasting off of some sort of drug that he's acquired or found. That's usually the case with those kind of people. But you don't have to do that, though. You don't have to quit your job and become a traveling bum. You don't. You could be a guy that leaves Yelp reviews, right? And don't leave good ones either. And I'm sure that's where most of the negative Yelp reviews for businesses come from, are just people that are bored at work, They went to the Olive Garden a few weekends ago, and the waiter took too long to bring them their unlimited bread. And they weren't mad about it then, but they're mad about it now. So they hop on their work computer and they type a saucy review. And the owner reaches out to them and says, "Hey, we're sorry you had a horrible experience at our establishment. Please come back and we'll take care of you again." And you got to stop rewarding these people, you know? It's not productive to the business. You don't want those customers as returning clientele. They are not there for you. They are not willing to uplift your business, and it's like you kicked a rat out of your house and you invite it back in because it complained about the cheese in your pantry. You know, it's just going to eat more cheese. It's not going to, the rat doesn't care. The rat just wants free cheese. And that's what those people are. They're rats. They're dirty, fat, stinky rats with greasy, matted hair, and all they want is free stuff. And you can't have them at your business, They're not good for business, folks. To all you entrepreneurs, those restaurant business guys, chef people, don't invite them back. Don't fold to the criticism, okay? Take it as you will. Reflect on it. Be better. If the bread was stale, make sure it's not stale next time. Otherwise, you're just going to get more reviews from people like that about your stale bread. And nobody likes stale bread. So don't be that guy, But also, fuck you. If you're complaining about stale bread at a restaurant, it's spread. Come on. It's just bread, guys. And it's free. And why are you going to complain about something that's free? But yeah, maybe don't be a Yelp review guy. But you know what I mean? Just find something that's different, branch out. Prank call someone, call in a bomb threat. Or don't, That's I heard people get in trouble for those nowadays, but you could call your local Chuck E. Cheese and say that the mascot was touching your kid inappropriately. See where that goes, Stir up some drama. Live life on the edge. And when they ask you for your information, just pick a guy. Open up the yellow pages and just pick a guy. Doesn't have to be you. These things that you do in life, they make it worthwhile. They make it interesting. And you gotta keep life interesting, folks. Don't worry too hard about the shit. Leave your brain at the door, people. When you get home, put your bags down and open your skull and leave your brain at the door, okay? Take your shoes off, take your brain out. Because it's not worth the strife, People, it's what I'm trying to say is just be retarded. Just don't think about it, Your boss called you a name you didn't like, right? He called you a Sally because you didn't want to sweep the floors in your warehouse. This guy's fucking lazy. These damn kids don't want to work anymore. It's fucking queer, right? And you heard him. He wasn't talking to you, but he was talking to the teacher's pet of the warehouse, the guy that is following him like a lapdog because he wants a raise and he wants some sort of relationship with his boss. I don't know if it's sexual or not, but the guy follows him around needlessly, and the boss is he uses the guy as cannon fodder for his thoughts. He unloads on him, and he talks shit about everybody else in the warehouse to this one guy, and you overheard the conversation of your boss thinking that you're a gay boy because you didn't want to sweep the floors, or you had an attitude about it. And that's okay. Who wants to fucking sweep floors, right? And yeah, don't just be retarded, right? Forget about it. Don't think too hard on it, because these moments are fleeting, and tomorrow's a new day, and a new day is a new beginning, right? New opportunities for things and stuff, You might buy a scratch off and be the new lucky winner. And, some people look forward to that. Yeah. There's always another day where you could just start again. And if your day is too hard, call it quits, man. Go home early, get blackout. Watch The Price is Right. Watch, watch bum fights or something, Watch two people with nothing to lose beat the shit out of each other online while you throw back a few. And just forget the world, Don't take life too seriously, because, we're all going to the same end. We're all going to die. And you got to have those days where everything's going to be okay, even when all the shit is hitting the fan, And the shit hits the fan frequently for a lot of folks. And that's why that's what this message is for, is the folks who have just constant streams of shit in their lives, Just be retarded, man. Don't give a shit anymore, You'll be a lot happier. Go down to your local grocery store, get yourself a box of sugary cereal, and just start eating that in the morning. Stop worrying about your diet. You don't need to go on that run. You're stressed out about going to the gym? You're tired? Fuck it, man. Go get a 6-pack and go home and just be a pig on the couch, okay? Because, you need it. You need to do that sometimes. You need to just not care. Some people need to care, but a lot of folks, you just don't need to care. I don't know if this is valuable information or if, take it as you will. But for those high-strung folks out there, just be retarded, man. It's a liberating feeling. And, you think about the life of Kevin, right? Kevin, he was born into this world. He was thrusted from his mother's womb, tossed into this world, cold, covered in goo, and not a care in the world, right? He had a learning disability, and, his whole life was Legos, Cheerios, and Sonic the Hedgehog, right? And that's all he needed. That's all Kevin ever wanted. And it made him happy. Kevin is, he's 30 years old now, and he works at Burger King, taking orders in a drive-through menu, And they're getting paid because, Kevin's a part of the Best Buddies program, and Burger King gets a cut, They get a tax write-off at the end of the year for hiring old Kevin. And, be Kevin. Kevin's so happy, He gets off his Burger King shift. His mom picks him up in the Chevy Tahoe, and he drives back home, and, what does Kevin do? He kicks off his Skechers. He goes into the kitchen, he pours himself a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, and he plants his happy ass on the couch in the living room, and he turns on just something. He doesn't even know what he's watching. He just likes the colors and the movement, you know? And that's Kevin's life. And Kevin's not worrying about bills or, his next girlfriend or whatever. He's just thinking about cartoons. He's living in the moment. And Kevin's the happiest motherfucker alive, right? Be like Kevin, folks. Kevin is free from the burden of this reality, you know. There's so many things to stress about. Politics, the state of the world. Who cares? What are you going to do about it? You're not Superman, you know? You're not Dr. Manhattan, you're not the president, you're not a government. I mean, you might be a government official, but, you know, what can you do in that situation anyway, you know? You're not going to lower the price of gas. And, you know, I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. The studio is right next to, just a room full of dogs. They run free, they bark, they just make noise. And you can't tell them to be quiet because a dog doesn't know what you're saying, you know? A dog only knows what other dogs' asses smell like. They know what their kibble tastes like. They know like 3 words: sit, come, stay. They might know a few more than that, but, you know, for the most part, those are the words they know. And you're just screaming hieroglyphics at them at that point if you tell them to be quiet, because they're not going to listen. And I mean, kind of, if you think about it, dogs are kind of retarded, right? Be like a dog, you know? Sleep in. Sleep in. When you're at work, just, go into the bathroom and take a nap, you know? Lock the door and, fashion a pillow out of toilet paper. And just take a nap, man. You know, what are they going to do? Break in and, fire you? For all they know, you're just taking a fat shit and you got your headphones in. Then they wouldn't know the wiser. So, be like a dog, be like Kevin, and I guarantee you're going to be so much happier, folks. But I think that's going to cover it for today, guys. Hang in there, because it's almost Friday, and it's almost the weekend. And if you have plans this weekend, I hope they go well. And if you don't, I hope it also goes well. Just, take it easy. Don't worry too much. Don't worry about Monday, If you want to get blackout drunk on Sunday, go for it, man. Stay up till 3 a.m. And don't worry about it until that alarm goes off at 7 a.m., okay? Just don't worry. It's going to be okay. Guarantee it. Anyways, folks, take it easy, all right? And I'm going to see you guys around soon. These videos, they don't have a schedule to them. I just kind of make them as I go. I want to do more than one a week, but you'll at least get one a week. So, anyways, folks, I hope you're doing well. Have yourself a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.